Hello world, welcome to Jeranderlandia. I'm your host Jerander, and this is my Landia, at least a portion of it. This is the Nether. Welcome to the Nether, and we are underneath the Wither Skeleton farm. You can see portions of it over here and over here. In between episodes, I did build in this little tongue so I could access all the chests, and I built in this little tongue so I could access all the furnaces, which I put in between episodes. I've got all this netherrack from the cooking down below, or the digging down below, and I thought I'd cook it up in a nether brick. This is not an elegant system. It's just a bulk, a bunch of hoppers and furnaces, and I'm feeding coal from the wither skeletons into the system, and it's not elegant, but it's functional. I think I'm going to have to put some more storage down below because there isn't a lot of storage here. So I might have a hopper that way and a hopper that way, and another set of double chests on either side, and repeat that over here. Again, not elegant, but functional, because I like nether brick, but I don't like nether rack, and no one really needs that much nether rack. So I've got it all, cook it up while I'm digging, it works. The other thing I'm doing is that I'm charging up my tools whenever I stop in here, and this thing works so good. I've got so many. We'll check the skull count in just a moment. Yeah, so I just do this. Oh, also note, putting in all those hoppers required a lot of wood, and I kept running all the way back to like the starter base and places like that to get my wood to the 1,000 subscriber tree farm. There's a closer place to get wood. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. Okay, let's take a moment and check my skull count. I've got, 69 in there. 69, and we've got, looks like 71 in there. And note there are 52 behind in the sorter system on each side. 42. So we've got over 200 wither skulls. That's a lot. Okay, now we're going to go on a little adventure, and I'm going to be with you in just a moment. Hi everyone, so we're going on a little adventure. That adventure is to whap these skeletons and then go through this portal. We built this portal because that was in ENX04's Wither Skeleton farm design, but it's really... They say it's for getting into this farm, but I've got my way into this farm down below, and this portal leads to an area that's so far removed from everything else, I don't believe I'll ever use it. But what I do need to do is... I don't need to do it, but I think I want to do something decorative on the other end. So we've got the bridge that leads to that from down below, etc. That could use some decorations probably, but also note that I don't have a 119 dedicated area yet. So I may go through and map a whole map full of 119 area. But right now, I just want to make sure I can get to the surface. I don't know where this portal is going to go. So we're going through, and we're going to see where it takes us. Oh! It takes us underground is where it takes us. Got some extra torches. This is a pretty big cave. It's not a fancy cave. Yeah. Okay, so we're not at the surface, but we're near the deep slate level. So let's check our F3. We are at 13, so we're almost, we're pretty low. So I think I need to, well, I'm going to have to expand this portal eventually, but I think I'm going to go up. And where am I going to go up? We kind of have a staircase back here already. So what if I take this and cut it through? Well, there's a cave right there. We don't want to do that. Maybe I'll take it. I'm going to go right through here. Right through here. Alright, so I'm going to do this for a bit. We'll see in a moment. Hi everyone. Water. There's water above, which I suppose is fine. I put one there. Okay, put one there. I wonder if that blocked it out, or... Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Oh, there's a dolphin. I'm going to build dirt pillar up It looks like it's daytime. That's good for us. Oh, so there it is right there. And we can get all that nether brick back. Yeah. It's so high up, it doesn't look like it's made from nether brick. So we didn't learn much new. What I think I'm going to do is put... Oh, is the sun going down? The sun is going down. Where is my opening? Okay, so I'm going to put in ladders. Why? Because why not? And they're waterlogged. I didn't realize they'd be waterlogged. Maybe I don't want to put in ladders. This is not as exciting as I expected. I don't have a bed. Where'd my bed go? Oh, I lost it to the desks. I lost it to the desks. Alright, well. Not terribly exciting. It's just a little adventure like I promised. We're going to have to fix this. I'm going to hit my head every time until then. Alright, I guess we know where this goes. This is excellent. This will be the 119 area. I'll get a map and I'll explore, and maybe I'll do that with you. In the meantime, let's get back to the Nether. And yay, it took me to this bridge. So I'll have to do something nice with this bridge, rather than those little bits of glass. At least 2 bits of glass wide, maybe. I wonder why this one is 2. I wonder if I could have made it with 3. That would have been neat. Figured something out different. And that's the bridge. Oh, hi. Terror chickens. Here you go. Am I getting much better at shooting this bow, or am I just getting lucky? Maybe lucky. Take that out like that. Come here. Come here. Look at that. Maybe I am getting better at fighting. Can I get that? I don't know why I'm swimming down here. Oh, I don't have a lot. Oh, look at all the animals swimming in the water. Anyway, so, yeah, here's the bridge. This is where the... Stop it. This is where the wither skeletons pass across. So I am going to... I want all that nether brick back. But we need to explore this area a little bit more. There's wood over here, so I could always come and get wood over in these areas. Especially the birch. We got to get rid of that birch. Birch is the weed of the trees. So anyway, that was the little adventure. It wasn't much of an adventure. Oh, see, ow, 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 ow. Oh my gosh, that hurts. I'm gonna have to fix that. And this brings me right back here. Oh, what happened there? Am I gonna die? Yes, I am gonna die. We'll see you back there. Okay, I'm back. I have my stuff. The question is what happens. I think I heard a skeleton before I went back through the portal, or when I came out of the portal, so maybe it went through the portal and was waiting for me there. That could be it. In any case, that little bridge I think needs to be safer. I think it does. We need to do some building up around here too. But this will give me a good chance to show you the underside of the sorting system for the wither skeleton drops, because I did put in some additional storage. I did some modifications. I put in a lot of additional storage, actually. I don't think I need nearly this much, but this is going to be a big dig. I did 2 different options. So we've, well, you know, I don't know if we had the 6 furnaces, and this is the first option I did, and these all the cooking stuff comes through here into this chest, and I just doubled the chest all the way down, and most of it ends up in these chests down here. Very little of it ends up in this chest over here. It's starting to accumulate, but I did sort things out in order to move stuff around in order to build it. I did this on this side as well, and I thought maybe there's a better way. So I did this, and this I don't like it as much. Again, it's not elegant, and I'm not trying to be elegant with this, but it'd be nice if it was a little bit elegant. So I have 3 input chests, and obviously I didn't sort them evenly. So this is where way it looked before, and I actually put these chests up here thinking I'd repeat this, but I think I'm just going to let everything cook as it is and figure out which one I kind of like better. So it's actually basically 3 cooking systems. Each one has 2 furnaces. I could have put the furnaces right there, and then just had more chests. That may have been better, but this gives me some... In case I put a lot of netherrack in, that gives me a little bit more of a buffer for storage. Pre-cook. And then you see it's coming down. That's not too bad as far as evenness goes. So that's what I did, and then I put another tongue in. And I'm calling them tongues, but because they remind me a little bit of tongues. So that's it. Oh, and one other thing happened. Let's put those drops away, and these bones can go up in here. Let's take care of... Did they all despawn? I guess they all despawn. I guess the bridge needs to function a little bit longer, maybe because I was in the overworld. Yep, we'll go take a look. In order to take a look, I'm going to go down. We'll see you at the dig site. Hi everyone, here's the dig site. This is the first layer of the dig. As you can see, there's nothing in view in any direction. I finished it, basically is what I'm telling you. This is done. I put in these torches. Here's the center, so I cleaned up all my storage, etc. This was the big gap over here. I don't know if you remember the big gap. But I ended up filling that all in with netherrack, and here's the exterior of the dig, and I did end up going with a circular dig. A lot of skeletons spawn in. They're annoying. And by circular, I mean it's not really a circle. There's no such thing as circles in Minecraft. The next thing to do is to get the second layer done. And I'll show you how to do that in a different location. I think I need to get my bearings a little bit, maybe get a little bit of experience, just so that my armor's all... Yeah, these skeletons, I mean, they're just annoying. They're not dangerous at this point, unless there's a lot of them. Alright, I'm going to find a good place to dig down, and we'll see in just a moment. Okay, everyone, here we are at one of the cross pieces. This is where I thought I was going to do a square, and I dug the cross. Remember that? The center's right over there. These two mark the center. What I'm going to do is dig 3 blocks down. Like that. I'm going to throw down a torch. I wonder if I can get one more down. I can, but I can't get a torch now down. The goal is 3 blocks down. And I'm going to do this all along the circumference. Oh. Like this. And I'll need ladders in order to get down there. Because what I'm going to do after I get 2 blocks down, and maybe I'll jump, since I'm not going to die in here. Maybe I'll die in here, because there could be a lava pocket right here. So we've got this, right? That's 1 block above, and this is going to be another 2 block space. Just like the one above. And I can dig this out, and gas won't spawn. And that's kind of the point. We want to dig in a way that gas won't spawn. So those create like a waffle system like we have at the ender spine. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not going to be very exciting. There may be some points where there's nothing below, so I'll have to be careful there. Maybe I should get an iron pick so I can do exactly 3, but I think 4 is fine. I can jump up a little bit. So that's the next step of this. I'm going to get to it, and we'll see in a little bit. Hi, everyone. So I finished the circumference. This goes all the way around, and I found a tunnel. Not that I care about that tunnel, but it's there. And I put the torches down. I ran the circumference and got my torches in place and picked up my materials because I don't like leaving blocks behind. The beauty of the circumference now is that as long as I'm pointed in the right direction, I can cut out the 2 layers that I want to cut out without having to worry about things too much. I'll know when I get to the other side because I'll hit that other blank space. So I can just go through here like this, and the only thing to worry about now are lava pockets. Like this. And so, yeah, I'm not going to do a lot of this on camera. I'll do this off camera. We'll see in a moment. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I was digging along, almost stepped in a big hole. This is not the kind of hole you want to step in. Trying to decide if I want to fill it up. And by fill it up, I mean just put in a layer of netherrack like this. And I create the waffle effect we're going through. It's always a difficult call when you've got big gaps like this. I think it'll be easier in the long run if I do. So I think that's what I'm going to do because I'm already doing it. And this is a safety measure. It means I will lose more netherrack as things go on, but there's going to be so much netherrack I don't have to worry about that too much. Yeah, almost done here, almost done here. So I'll finish this up, I'll keep digging, and we'll see in a little bit. Okay, as I'm running back and forth, dropping the netherrack off into the cooking system, I always go to this one, because I can just fill it up, and I don't have to worry too much about it. These don't fill up as easy. I've got 3 input chests, but I guess now that this one's full, I'll start using these. So maybe I like this system better than this system, but this system handles the volume of netherrack much better. Oh, that one's almost empty. I should fill that one out. But, oh well, continuing on. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi. Are you carrying an arrow? Why are you carrying an arrow? Anyway, look at this. I think this is, this stuff. Ancient debris. I didn't expect to find this in this dig. Anyway, that's it. I'll continue on. We'll see you in a little bit. Hi, everyone. So, I've been doing a lot of digging. I've harvested a lot of netherrack. Netherrack. These were netherrack. This chest is mostly full. This chest is entirely full. This one, yeah. That one, yeah. These are not keeping up. The furnace arrays are not keeping up. I may have to expand them if I'm going to continue doing this, but I think I'm also running out of coal. So if we run along this fence, very dangerous, I know. Look at this one back here. This is a coal feed. That one's full. Well, it's not full though, look. 36. That means this one here is empty. So we're running out of coal rather rapidly. I need to kill a lot more skeletons if I'm going to keep the system up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to expand my storage pretty significantly in order to maintain, or to keep all this stuff. I want to keep all this stuff. I want to produce it into nether brick, because I like this stuff. But this is just a complaint. I'm going to continue digging. I'm going to figure out some storage. I wonder if I have any chests around here, if I'm going to have to go chop some trees. I may go chop some trees. I've got a little bit of oak. I've got a couple of chests. Maybe I'll convert all these into chests and see what that does for me. In the meantime, I do have to charge my picks. See, they're both nubs. I've got my iDig box here, but I haven't been using those picks because it's not worth it. I've got to run all this stuff up here anyway. So, I'm going to get some things sorted out, and we'll see you in just a moment. Hi, everyone. You may have noticed this X of torches. You may have. What I was doing is counting. And I was counting to find the location of this hole in the bedrock, because I think for the structure I'm going to build, I actually want 4 of these holes. So I was spacing it out so I could put one on each side, or at each angle. But note that this does not line up in the corner. So we're looking at an asymmetrical structure. So there's a couple options I could do. Number one, I could do a spiral symmetry, a point symmetry, a symmetry based on the central point. And so this one over here would be to the right, that one over there would be to the right, and this one over here would be to the right, just like this one here is to the right. The other thing I could do is do a rectangular symmetry, a mirrored symmetry, because I already have this up above kind of set up on a symmetry, right? So I could put another row of nether brick here, adjust the ladder, etc., and then this hole is this way, so that hole would be that way, and it's 4 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would be 4 blocks this way, and then mirror that on the other side. And the last thing I could do is I could do 8 points, because I could set up a symmetry along this diagonal, so I'd have a 7 by 7 hole that goes this way, and that way, and that way, and this way. And then I'd have one of these structures on each point, and that's far too much work. I'm just going to break 3 more holes. That's all I'm going to do. So because this is already set up on a mirrored symmetry, except for the burning systems, the cooking systems, we'll have to figure that out. I think I'm going to do the same thing here. So I've already counted out these torches. That's what the X is. So we've got 7 by 7 holes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So I need to do the same thing here, and it's going to be 2 beyond let's get over here. So we've got 1, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so then this becomes a corner, and this becomes a corner, and then we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So then these can come out. So that's going to be our, I'm going to put an X here, hole. And this will involve breaking bedrock, and it's going to be a lot of work. And there was also something there I was marking. No, that's just the path. That's just the path. Okay. It's like that. And so then this can come out. Like so. And I'm going to make 3 of these, or 3 of these. Yeah, 3 of these. Like so, like so. Okay. So we've got our center. I don't know if I want to mark how big I'll just keep it a 4 by, or a 2 by 2. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do that off camera, and I'm going to do it in between breaking another brick down below. Not another brick. Another rack. Mining another rack down below and creating this big hole. I'm not going to break. The thought crossed my mind is to mark out the edge of the circle and break that whole area, but that would be insane. There's no point in that. No point at all. So this is going to happen off camera. Another rack digging is going to happen off camera. Something will happen on camera, and we'll see in just a little bit.